What is going on YouTube? Is FlopFish here, and welcome to an NHL 14 patch update. This is version 1.01, and they actually have quite a few good things in here. The patch is already out on Xbox. It doesn't come out on PlayStation for about another 2 hours or so from the time of recording this, but it's probably be about an hour by the time this is uploaded. But regardless, there's a lot of good updates and some that I'm kind of sad to see go in here, but regardless, let's get into them and the gameplay updates. And one that I'm really happy about is that they fixed the issue of face-off spamming, because before the user would not receive a bonus for picking and holding a side at a face-off when it was held, and now they've changed that so it does. I actually ended up playing around with this for a little bit, and you can actually tell that it does actually fix this a lot. Again, they fixed an issue where you could, this is actually one that I'm kind of sad to see them removed. You could actually pop up instantly from when you were injured by using the LB or L1. This was just one of those tricks I used in EASHL, as well as tried to teach as many people as I could that I was playing with, and actually picked it up during a game when someone told me to. So it's kind of cool to see that fixed, but at the same time, I liked it because you could just pop right back up from an injury. There's a rare crash that would occur if the controller was pulled during a potential stick lift. They fixed an issue where the player was unable to chop a puck using the alternative controls, which will work the same as NHL 13. So it's cool to see them doing that and adding stuff in to balance out the controls. Potential for tripping penalties on blocked shots. They fixed a rare crash that occurred if a user scored a goal knocking the water bottle off the net at the same time a player was being called for goalie interference. Yeah, I think that's a pretty rare crash. Because some of these I haven't even heard of, but they added in logic to break up fights if the user is holding the opponent in the hold down state too long. It's kind of cool to see that. And then they fixed an issue where a disallowed goal would be automatically awarded if a player from the team who scored the goal touched the puck in the net. Now, in presentation and graphics, this is actually very, 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 very key. They added a missing puck texture for the Wild Wings of the DEL, and this unfortunately means no blue puck anymore, which is kind of upsetting because I actually really like playing with the blue puck. I found it pretty cool, and just one of those things I wish they didn't take out of the game, just because it's a little bit of a quirk, and it was kind of cool to see that and just use the blue puck. Ilya Kovalchuk in the main menu is no longer there. He's been replaced with Martin Brodeur, so that's kind of cool to see that. So all the Devils fans and Deke himself will be very, very happy with that. The St. Louis Blues 2006-2007 jerseys have proper art now, so the collection can be completed now, which is very important if you're in HUT. And then they've updated the following player portraits, which is Matt Murphy, David Moss. David Moss was actually, he was Anton Vermette, Archibald, Halishuk, Armia, Ouellette, and Porter, and Giroux. So, yeah, there's quite a few names there. Actually, there's a couple I know that aren't there. I'll probably just send them in. They fixed a crash when accepting a game invite from the player HUT when accessed through HUT leaderboard or HUT seasons. They fixed an issue that prevented users from redeeming the collection bonuses for multiple teams unless they rebooted, which is kind of cool to see that, because if you collected 2 or more teams at the exact same time and didn't go in to check them, you couldn't actually get the bonus until you just clicked on one and rebooted, so that's kind of cool to see. Fixed the issue where simulation game style was not properly being carried over into offline HUT games. Fixed the issue where the consumable level search filter only worked for the first few pages of the results. So for example, if you chose bronze, you would see bronze on the first page, and the second page you'd see gold and silver and everything. This is all in HUT, by the way. And fixed for some issues. Fixed issue where some players were being tagged as retired, preventing the user from advancing to the gameplay with them, which again, very, very good to see them patch this, because it is obviously something that is needed. They updated the art for the common gold players, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one, and I'll show you guys why in like a little bit here. But they added, this is something I actually really like. They added bronze, silver, and gold levels for logo jersey and head coach cards. These actually look really good now. They also fixed an issue which allowed which allowed users to keep training items applied to their players indefinitely. That I don't like. I liked how you could kind of just add in your 15 game durations when it gets down to 1. I think that was a pretty cool feature. Unfortunately, it's gone, but it'll be interesting to see what happens from it, because I think it was actually keeping the consumable market for stuff like that up in value a little bit. But we'll see. Maybe more people will spend on it to keep their players up. But regardless, it is kind of also annoying at the same time. I've seen a player who's, like a 75 overall that's boosted all the way up, being able to run over the Chara and stuff like that. In BAGM, they fixed the issue where restricted free agents would delay contract offer responses if they received a contract offer, then a qualifying offer. They fixed an issue where the scout returns from the wrong place after sending him out. From the "I've been waiting a few days" pop-up. Updated the divisions with the new NHL names. Again, just little aesthetic stuff. And tuning changes to how the players are growing in the mode. So one of the things I actually wrote about and sent in an email about was actually about this, because it seems like the players weren't growing exactly great, especially considering some of their potentials. I was actually noticing this as my BAGM, and I was wondering if it'd be adjusted. I'll have to go and check this out later on to make sure, but I'll report back to you guys later. In Live the Life, you fixed the issue where the user was unable to change the stimming penalty after creating BA player's save game. Fixed the issue where post-game XP appeared to not be rewarded to the user for completing a coach's task. Fixed the issue where the task for breaking a teammate out of a slump was not being unlocked. Fixed a crash that occurred when advancing on the calendar after the Memorial Cup and around September 10th. Updated the divisions again. Fixed the issue where legend milestone for scoring on your first shot of your first shift not being awarded. Fixed a crash that occurred when loading your BA Pro save file after playing a split screen offline shootout game. That's a bit of a weird one. Again, it's just all these weird little bugs. GM connected. They fixed the issue where wrong player is displayed on the contract screen after the user buys out another player. Fixed a rare crash that could occur when advancing to the trade player screen in leagues with a high number of users. And then again, updated the division names. Online play in EASHL. Fixed an issue where some players were unable to purchase the +7 boost vouchers. And then fixed a crash that occurred when attempting to view a club invite from the hot leaderboards. Again, already went over that. And fixed a crash that could occur after a hit was thrown in a one-on-one practice section. And then most importantly in my opinion, they fixed a custom music issue, and so you can actually add in your custom music, which is kind of nice. And yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to this. Anyways, there's some minor stuff that has been being said. I don't know if the tuner's been posted. Let's actually check to make sure if the tuner's been posted or not. But regardless, I don't think it has been. But there have been some rumors going around that they've also tuned fighting, so there's a fight limit of 3 fights a game. And if you shoot the puck after your 3 fights, you actually can't fight or something like that. And there's also been some rumors that poke checks have been increased. But again, there's really been nothing said about them, so that could just be placebo effect. Anyways, guys, that's all there is to the patch. Let's go in and show some of the hot stuff, just the aesthetic stuff, because they did update a lot of the visual. Alright, so here's some of the changes. The collections now have a gray background in the NHL, and actually every subsequent collection inside is all just on a gray background. Don't know if this is done intentionally or not, but it's just a minor aesthetic thing. Again, don't know 100% if it's intentional. I think they intended them to be darker, but whatever. Here's the 2 jerseys. So the left one's the rare gold, and the right one's the regular rare. And then again, the regular gold or the rare gold players still look the same. It's only the non-rare golds that look drastically different, and by drastically I mean you're probably gonna have to get a shaded pair of sunglasses, and I guess they're very bright. So let's go ahead and let's look at one of the logos here. Vancouver's that's an example of a gold logo. Again, the jerseys and the gold players, they don't look as bright on screen than what they do on the game, but trust me, the gold rare players are bright. Like they're like when you first see them, you're just like not used to it, and they pop out right at you. Like you're gonna need a pair of sunglasses on them. Um, Again, just some minor things, and again, I'm gonna show you guys a silver jersey here, and it looks like they did a really good job with everything here. Again, it looks fine. The silver jersey, the jersey designs I actually like, and I guess I show some of the rare bronze and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is for the aesthetics wise. Again, it just looks a lot smoother and a lot cleaner. I like what they've done with it, and that way. And it honestly, other than the rare gold or the non-rare golds, those kind of yeah, that like you literally need sunglasses on them. They're that bright. But anyways, that's an example of a bronze jersey. Here's the bronze logo. It's going to be a little bit harder to differentiate between gold and bronze, but at the same time, there's very few cards that are gold and bronze here. And then again, the staff is the only other thing that changes, and the texture on the non-rare is kind of like he's in a pile of crap in the background. It doesn't really look that great, to be honest. I think they might want to look into changing that, personally speaking. I know it's bronze, but that just does nothing for me. The gold ones look really nice and classy, but yeah, that's pretty much everything there is, guys. Anyways, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. As always, a rating is very much appreciated. And as always, take it easy and peace out.